You were actually at the 168th Street subway station being beaten when
Hector Ayala intervened to save your life.
Daredevil Born Again. Episode 3 is here, and it's taking the MCU to some thrilling, emotional, and unexpected places. From courtroom drama to an intense death that leaves fans questioning everything, this episode is packed with twists that will leave you on the edge of your seat. Welcome back to your nerdy show. I'm your host, Spoiler Master. Let's dive into the story, unravel the key moments, and break down what just went down in episode 3. Spoilers ahead.
I bet Judge Cooper would be interested to hear that you're interfering with a police investigation.
The Trial of Hector Ayala. Episode 3 kicks off with Matt Murdock in a tense, high-stakes situation, representing Hector Ayala, the man behind the white tiger mask. We're immediately thrown into a legal drama, and Matt's at the heart of it. Hector, locked up and facing charges for the accidental death of a police officer, has his fate in the hands of Matt and his legal team. But it's not going to be an easy ride. The entire episode centers around Hector's trial and the drama that unfolds inside the courtroom. Matt's determination to free his client, a man who tried to do good by stopping a violent attack but ended up killing a cop in the process, drives the plot forward. However, the stakes are high, and Matt's choice to represent Hector doesn't come without consequences. Hector's past as White Tiger is a key element in the trial, and Matt needs to tread carefully to avoid damaging his client's chances. Throughout the episode, there's an exploration of Hector's motivations and the struggles he faces as someone who wants to fight crime in his own way but ends up caught in the system. Matt goes to see Hector in his cell early on. Camar de los Reyes delivers an emotional monologue about his life back in Puerto Rico, giving Hector more depth and making him feel like more than just another superhero character. We get a glimpse into Hector's soul, understanding why he fought so hard to become White Tiger, despite the personal costs. This scene is powerful, reminding us that the line between hero and vigilante is not always clear-cut.
Ayala intervened to save your life.
Objection.
With great risk, put himself in harm's way, didn't it?
The conflict with the NYPD. As the trial progresses, the situation gets complicated. It turns out the witness Matt needs to clear Hector's name. Nicky Torres is a dangerous figure in his own right. He's not just an innocent bystander. Nicky is a local drug dealer and a police informant. The revelation about Nicky's criminal ties adds more fuel to the fire. It seems like everyone's got their hands dirty in one way or another. And that's where the NYPD, especially Officer Powell, comes into play. Powell has a personal vendetta against Matt after being beaten up by him in the previous episode, and it's clear he'll do whatever it takes to derail the trial. Powell's interference reaches new heights when he tries to stop Nicky from testifying, and the tension builds to a boiling point. The police corruption and the shady dealings within the ranks of the NYPD become a significant plotline that we can expect to see more of as the series progresses. Matt's only hope is that Nicky shows up to testify and tells the truth. But as we know in this world, truth is a tricky thing. Nicky gets cold feet at the last second, and instead of providing the key testimony that could clear Hector's name, he lies on the stand. This makes Matt's job even harder, and you can feel the weight of the situation pressing down on him.
And then you have the nerve to stand up and make a mockery of my courtroom.
Wasn't my intention.
Matt Murdock's tough decisions. With the trial hanging by a thread, Matt faces a decision no lawyer should have to make. In an unorthodox move, Matt takes a huge risk. He pulls out the white tiger mask in the courtroom, revealing Hector's secret identity to everyone in the room. This move is a gamble. It's not just unprofessional, it's downright shocking. The revelation of White Tiger's identity might ruin Hector's legal defense, but Matt is thinking beyond the trial. He's hoping to tap into the public's sympathy for Hector's vigilante efforts to save people and make the city safer. Now, this isn't a decision that comes lightly. It's a morally gray area that Matt has to navigate. By revealing Hector as White Tiger, Matt is doing what he believes is right, but it's a choice that goes against everything a lawyer is supposed to do. Work within the bounds of the law. In the end, though, Matt's gamble pays off. He emphasizes Hector's positive contributions to the community, bringing in police reports that highlight White Tiger's efforts to fight crime and protect people. This appeals to the jury's sense of justice, and Hector is acquitted of all charges. It's a win in the courtroom, but at what cost?
And I never saw him again until yesterday in court. And now I know his name.
Wilson Fisk's growing frustration. While Matt is busy saving Hector, Wilson Fisk is doing what he does best, manipulating the strings of power. Fisk is present in the episode, though his role isn't as dominant as in the previous two. Still, his influence looms large over everything that happens. The ongoing tension in his relationship with Vanessa adds a layer of complexity to his character. There's a lot of talk about Adam, a mystery person who has been causing problems in the Fisk marriage. From the context, it seems Adam might be someone Vanessa has an emotional connection to, possibly even a lover, though that's still not confirmed. Wilson clearly knows about Adam and doesn't like it. His jealousy and anger are palpable as he and Vanessa have increasingly strained conversations about this figure. Fisk's frustration is clear when he doesn't allow Vanessa to take charge of his criminal empire, which she had been leading while he was recovering from his injuries. This ongoing subplot hints at more trouble ahead for Wilson and Vanessa. Their strained marriage is one of the emotional backbones of this episode, and it seems like things will only escalate from here. How Adam fits into all of this remains a mystery, but it's clear that his presence will continue to shake things up in Fisk's world.
Don't do this.
Mr. Aiello, yes or no? Are you the vigilante known as...
A shocking death. Who killed White Tiger? Just when it seems like Matt has achieved victory, the episode takes a dark turn. Hector Ayala, now cleared of all charges, decides to return to his life as White Tiger, ready to fight crime once more. But his victory is short-lived. While out on patrol, Hector is gunned down. A mysterious figure wearing a vest similar to the one Frank Castle, the Punisher, has worn in previous MCU appearances, shoots Hector, leaving his fate sealed in a brutal and shocking way. This raises a huge question. Who killed White Tiger? The easy assumption would be that Frank Castle, the Punisher, is behind it. We know John Bernthal is reprising his role as Frank Castle in this series, and the vest and aggressive tactics are a clear nod to his character. However, there's another possibility to consider. Throughout the episode, we've seen dirty cops sporting tattoos of a modified Punisher skull, which raises the possibility that the death of White Tiger might not be Frank Castle's doing. It could be one of these corrupt officers taking matters into their own hands, particularly given the tensions surrounding the trial and the murder of a cop. Either way, White Tiger's death is a tragic moment. It shows how dangerous the world Matt and his allies are navigating truly is. Even when they think they've won, the danger is always lurking in the shadows.
Is this the Matt Murdock victory lap? You win the Ayala case? And now
Our Nerdy Thoughts Episode 3 of Daredevil. Born Again has a lot to unpack. From Matt's bold legal moves to the tragic death of White Tiger, the episode continues to explore the complexities of heroism, justice, and corruption in the MCU. It's clear that Matt's struggle to balance his dual identities, lawyer and vigilante, will only intensify as the series progresses. The mystery surrounding the characters, particularly the identity of Adam and the motivations behind White Tiger's death, keeps us hooked. The tension between Fisk and Vanessa adds another layer of drama to the series, while the legal battles give a fresh perspective on Matt Murdock's life. Daredevil Born Again is crafting a world that's rich in both moral ambiguity and action-packed suspense. As we look forward to the next episode, we can't help but wonder what other surprises are in store. Will Frank Castle be revealed as the one behind White Tiger's death? How will Matt cope with the consequences of his actions? And what's the next move for Fisk and Vanessa? We'll have to wait and see, but one thing's for sure. Daredevil Born Again is far from slowing down.
Maybe next time you should hire guys who know how to jack a truck.
Maybe you shouldn't hire a bunch of trigger-happy assholes.
Enough.